We are back with more My Southern Home, and I'm here with Andrew Thompson with Andrew Thompson Construction and Kevin Barber with the Barber Cabinet Company. And you guys really worked hand in hand on this project, Kevin.
Absolutely. Well, Andrew got the phone call from the customer for us to come out and talk to them about their kitchen project.
And Andrew, you were telling me that this was a two-phase project.
That's right. We started out with the kitchen. We earned our way into phase two. We stopped for a wedding for that to happen, and then here we go with phase two.
So what were the needs of the customer, Andrew?
The customer for the kitchen just wanted to open everything up. The way that we met, they had a friend that had the exact same floor plan, and we had redone their kitchen. So it almost fit together like a glove. For phase one, they just wanted to open up the kitchen, make it more inviting. Phase two was more for family and for guests. We went in with a pool bath for folks to come in and change and dry off after swimming in the beautiful pool in the backyard. We have a guest suite for their kids to come or friends to come. We've got just everything that they would need to entertain, and we opened up that end of the house, and we planned ahead in phase one for that to happen.
And Kevin, you do a really good job of taking a floor plan and customizing their cabinetry to exactly what they need.
It starts with the initial design meeting when Andrew met with the customers. It turns out, as he said earlier, that we've already done this floor plan for another customer. And so when I sat down to meet with the customer, they already had an idea of exactly kind of what they wanted. So the kitchen before was really closed off here in the front. The sink was right here. There was a peninsula here. There was a doorway in the back where the hidden desk is, and we were able just to take the design that we did for their friends before and tweak it and mold it into the perfect day-to-day use for them as well as their entertainment needs.
And you also have a nice coffee bar area for them as well.
Oh, absolutely. That was part of phase two. So as Andrew mentioned, once we went into phase two, it's really kind of helps with the pool, serving the pool area and their everyday needs.
And so Kevin, what's the big difference that you think between box cabinetry and doing a custom job like this?
Well, it's fit and finish, really, to be able to take the cabinets to the ceiling like this, to take the other cabinets out, as I mentioned before, and make it just about one piece. So we eliminate as many seams as we possibly can. Furthermore, I mean, I really had to get down to like a 1/16 of an inch just for this walkway right here. So I was able to make the island in one piece. And the base cabinet, I can make it, the depth of it, really, I can make it whatever size we want to make it. So we've got the proper walk space that goes through for them.
And Andrew, when you start working on a project like this with a client, what are some of the steps that you take them through?
One of the first things that we do is we just sit down and talk about what the expectations are for each job. It's all about communication. I've said this to every client that I've ever worked with. We try to get some of the hardest work that we need to get done on the project done before we ever break ground. So the clients that we had on this job did an exceptional job of making decisions so that we could get ourselves in a position to where we could go ahead and start the project and not have to wait for decisions to be made, in the spur of the moment where mistakes are made or where people get nervous.
And one of the great things about working with professionals like both of you, this family did a phase one, they did a phase two. You can walk them through the process of having an ultimate goal of the house, but not getting it done all at once, Kevin.
Andrew and I have been working together for 10 years now, and I've had the experience of working with him on projects from a day-to-day basis and all of his subs that he partners with. And everybody's truly professional. They understand his process and how he wants to approach the project. All the projects are clean. The communication is right there. So once we're rolling into a job, we pretty much know what we need to do.
And Andrew, this is the second home that we've been in that you guys have designed together, and we got to meet the owners both times, and they just rave about the work you guys have done together.
Well, that's very kind. We do everything that we possibly can to be above board. We hide nothing. We tell the truth. If we run into issues, which happens on every single project, it's all in how you deal with them. It's all in how you communicate. It's all in the expectations that you set with the clients up front. Again, it goes back to the fact that if you choose things up front and you work your plan, and they trust you, then things will usually work out in your favor.
And Kevin, lots of times when you're thinking about designing your kitchen, you're thinking about the aesthetics, but you guys do things in whether it's an office, a coffee bar, a kitchen, where you can help organize their life.
For us, it really starts with everyday use in the traffic flow, whether it's the kitchen, the pool, bar, bathrooms, and how they use it from a day-to-day scenario as well as for entertaining. So in this particular case, we take all the day-to-day stuff like a utensil drawer underneath the cooktop, utensil drawers by the cooktop, a hidden desk behind the pantry behind me so that all the clutter could be put in one area, organized how she wants it, pulled out as she needs it. But you see how beautiful this kitchen is. The aesthetics of it is just absolutely gorgeous. And with every project, we can take it and make it look fabulous. Whatever the client's goals are, working with the interior designer, Marcia, working with the architect, Bill Johnson, pulling that all together in a collaborative fashion is just what we do as a collective group.
Well, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Kimberly, thank you for having us again on My Southern Home.
We'll be back with more My Southern Home in just a moment.